Ako, si Gian Gambala, buong pusong nanunumpa sa harapan ng bawat isang nakikinig, maging sa Diyos na aking pinaglilingkuran. Nagagampanan ko ang lahat ng aking tungkulin ng may katapatan at kahusayan sa lahat ng oras. Susundin ko ang lahat ng batas na ipatutupad ng samahang ito. Iaalay ko ang aking buhay para sa ating ipinaglalaban at para sa kapakanan ng nakararami. Iibigin ko ang aking kapwa. Iibigin ko ang aking bayan. Iibigin ko ang aking Diyos sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa. Hi everyone! Welcome back again to my channel. And my topic for today is all about single. Single that connects of self-love. Sino dito single? Based dun sa natutunan ko kay Dr. Miles Monroe, single is the foundations of all relationship. Why? It is you and your relationship to us. It is you and your relationship to other student in your school. It is you and your relationship to your teacher. And you and your relationship to your friends. And it is you and your relationship with your colleagues. So everything starts with a singleness. And that is you. And that is I. Singleness. And it based on the what we call personality, socially, and do you know that, do you feel when you are in a workplace that sometimes when you bump other people and you feel there is a tension? And based on my study and my learnings, Dr. Miles Monroe, when you have that feeling of tension with other people, you have a problem in singleness. The most important relationship in life is what we call intra-relationship. So when you say intra-relationship, it's your relationship to yourself. When you say inter-relationship, it's your relationship to others. So why it is important? And the most important is the intra-relationship, because everything starts in you. Singleness. You have to develop relationship in yourself first before you develop relationship to others. And the most desired persons that you must have or looking for is the desire to love yourself. The desire of having a concept of yourself. Loving yourself is not a selfishness. Loving yourself is the foundations of when you want to give love to others, you must love yourself first. And based on the Bible, based on the scriptures, that love yourself as you love your neighbors. So it determines how you love other people by how you love yourself. And that is the very best thing that you have for yourself when you value, appreciate, love yourself. Because the problem is everybody, every one of us, we're putting others people's image to be like, but we never give a chance ourselves to put our own image, to put our own concept of ourselves to be desired. And sabi nga ni Dr. Miles Monroe, when you asking permissions of somebody to your life, you don't have that confidence in you. and you don't love yourself. Why? Because you allowing the opinions of other people to your own concept. You must see how value your own concept to yourself, and that is the most important. That's why God putting the first law that love your neighbors as you love yourself. And all the law that God's created is focused on this law. Loving yourself is not selfishness. Loving yourself when you try to know your self resources, your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-concept, your self-value. Stop trying to love other people when you are not love yourself. And the best questions is when someone, based on Dr. Miles Monroe, when someone says that I love you to you, kadalasan ang sinasagot natin, I love you too. But that is the wrong answer. You must ask the questions, do you love you? Because when you don't love you, you don't have that right to love others people, because you don't have the love to yourself. And the measurement of loving ourselves is that when you are totally confident to yourself, confident that you carry to yourself, confident that you know how to maximize your ability to be you. And when you have a self-respect is manifest when you have self-confidence to yourself. And that is the best measurement when you have self-respect. And it reflects when you have self-esteem. Remember, my dear friend, you always put value to yourself. You have to know your worth. You have to put the level of worth and value, just like a diamond, just like a leather that anyone can touch because you're so valuable. And there is a self-assurance when you love yourself, because you are certain to yourself that you know who really you are. Even when nobody loves you, but you are not sad, you are not mad, because you love yourself, and you are still happy when nobody loves you, because you have you. And when you have that mindset, you get the right people to love yourself. And it requires that when you love yourself, you are now ready to have a self-giving to other people, because you know how to value yourself. You know already how to value other people. Remember, my dear friends, that is the first law. Love yourself as you love your neighbor. Stop trying to love other people when you not love yourself, because you won't see how value other people if you yourself, you don't see your value. Again, this is the most important relationship that you must build up, the relationship in yourself before the relationship to others. And singleness is the most important relationship that you must share to the world, because when you love yourself, you already have that word to love other people. Again, if you feel that you don't love yourself, it's not too late. Just follow the first rules that God gave to us in the scriptures. Love your neighbors as you love yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, hope this simple message that I share to you, you will see how worth you are. When you love yourself, you also have a self-motivated, because you know to yourself that you have you, and you have that. Remember, always have a self affirmations to yourself. You have to congratulate yourself when you did something good for yourself, and when you done something wrong, you must have to forgive yourself. And that is the most important. When you give yourself a chance to forgive yourself of the sin, of the mistakes that you have done before, because the mistakes that you have done before, it is a part you, not you. Remember that. And you can always be the concept of your own image, because you love yourself. Don't depend the loving of yourself into the things that you have. And most people always fails in that thing, because when we said we buy luxury things, we depend on the things that we have, like the fashions, the clothes that we wear, the shoes that expensive, the car that is so expensive. Don't depend that happiness in those things. Depend your happiness within you. Remember that you are the most valuable thing that God created in this world. So depend the happiness in you, not to anything. The singleness is the most important relationship that God wants you to learn, because it starts in you. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good day.